What's up, y'all? I'm Alan Hain, the Lawn Care Nut, and this week on our weeknight lawn work tip, we're gonna talk about how much you should be watering your lawn. Ain't that a beautiful sound though? It's like the sounds of summer. So as I scroll through my Instagram here, the number one question that I'm getting is all things similar to how should I water my lawn, or how much should I water my lawn? And typically when somebody asks me how much they should water their lawn, there's two pieces of information that I need to give them. The first piece of information has to do with how many days a week, essentially. That's how much you water the lawn. And the answer is, especially right now when we're having record heat waves across a lot of the country, you're probably gonna have to water every 2 to 3 days. If you're in an area that is experiencing some cooler temperatures and maybe you have more cloud cover during the day, then you could get away with watering every 3rd or 4th day. However, if you're on the flip side of that and you're experiencing a lot of heat and what we call cloud proof, which is complete sun, blue skies, blaring on your lawn all day, you may actually have to water every single day during this time of the year. So let's pretend we're past the heat wave and it's a normal summer. And when I say a normal summer, that's gonna vary depending where you live around the country. But even those of you across, say, the Midwest and up to the East where this is not your rainy season, you still do get rain at least once a week. So if you're one of those people that's getting a little bit of rain help and so on and so forth, and we're in more of our normal summer pattern, you want to water at least every 3rd day or so. So to even further simplify that, every area of your lawn should get watered about twice a week. So the first piece of information, the frequency, right now, record heat wave, really dry, no clouds to help, no rain help, you might have to water every 1 or 2 days. In a normal year though, across most of the country, if you water every 3 days or twice a week, you're in good shape. Now for the second piece of information you need. The second piece of information has to do with your irrigation setup. I'm gonna assume that most of you are manual irrigation. You're dragging a hose around. You have a sprinkler such as that one, which I'll link below because I definitely recommend that one. That's an impact sprinkler by Gilmour. And that next piece of information you need is you wanna put down at least 1/2 inch of water each time you water. So if you're gonna water twice a week, each section of your lawn would get a 1/2 inch of water twice a week. That's what we call deep and infrequent. Those are also words you could use to describe my first marriage. So in other words, when you do water, water deep. And a 1/2 inch is considered deep. Who knew? Now, one thing I want to point out, everybody's going to have a different setup, right? But let me just explain to you, you're going to have to do a little bit of testing to understand what a 1/2 inch of water means to you. One thing to consider is just the water pressure at your house. That varies around the country. I don't know how many gallons per minute are coming out of your city service. And the second thing is, I don't know how much area you're covering. Imagine if I'm using this sprinkler right here and I'm only covering an area this size right here. Well, that means I can get a 1/2 inch down pretty quick. Whereas if I'm covering a much larger arc, it's going to take much longer to get a 1/2 inch down. Does that make sense? So because of that, you're going to have to do a little bit of testing. What you have to do is you have to position your sprinkler around your yard in the different spots, the most logical areas where you can cover the most area at one time, because obviously you're going to have to move it after a 1/2 inch goes down. So what I've done is I've actually done a really comprehensive video to show you how to set up a watering plan. I'll link it up there in the eye, and I'll also link it in the description below. It goes through everything you need to know, including how to take the tuna can challenge. The tuna can challenge is really just a cheap way of getting a rain gauge. This is a tuna can, and you can see what I've done in there is I've marked right there where 1/2 inch is in that tuna can. So if you look here, you can see I have this sprinkler kind of set up to hit this area over here, and you can see that I have it, there we go, see, covering everything. So that would be considered one of my position points. So I'm gonna let that run. And now I'm gonna set the tuna can out there, and then I'm gonna start a timer and see how long it takes a 1/2 inch of water to get set in this tuna can. So I can tell you that's gonna take a while. It'll make you sit through it all. It'll probably take 20, 25 minutes or so, but that's kind of how you make the plan. And again, check out that video below if you wanna get more information on making a complete watering plan. I'll also link one if you have in-ground irrigation. It's a little bit easier for you, but it's still a very similar strategy. I'll link a video below where I show you how to set yours up too. By the way, ain't that lawn just pretty? That's Empire Zoysia right there. Beaut. Now, there's a whole lot more I could talk about with watering the lawn, but I just wanted to answer that simple question today is, how much should I be watering the lawn? If you want to learn more, if you're somebody that wants to get into lawn care and you'd like actually some really good training that's been designed just for DIYers, do-it-yourselfers, I actually have a program called Yard Care Bootcamp that I'll link below. You should check that out. It's complete training plus a lawn plan included for all grass types anywhere in the country. Check it out at yardcarebootcamp.com. All right, y'all, so that's all I got for you. I hope this quick weeknight lawn work tip's been helpful for you. Listen, I don't know if I'm actually going to be back before Independence Day to put out another video. So if I miss you, I hope you all have a great weekend and you get to exercise your freedom
on the holiday.
And I also just want to say once again, thank you so much for watching these videos. It means so much that you guys like, you comment, you do all that stuff, and we have such a great community here. And so far this year, it's been a great season. The lawns are looking great. Even though there's been a few struggles here and there, it looks like the majority of you guys are overcoming or at least making progress and getting better in your strategy. So hope you guys have, again, a great Independence Day weekend coming up, and I'll see you in the lawn.